Starting with the great name of Allah Almighty, Assalamu alaikum to all of you present here. The topic of my message is evil and goodness. Since the dawn of mankind, truth and falsehood have been engaged in an ongoing battle. When Allah Almighty created Sayyidina Adam alayhi salam, Iblis' arrogance drove him to rebel against the command divine, becoming a perpetually cursed and demand of hell. From this moment, when Sayyidina Adam alayhi salam set foot in this realm, thousands of confrontations between truth and falsehood have transpired, sometimes manifesting as battles of ideologies and at the other times as the physical encounters between the forces of good and evil. Ultimately, Allah Almighty always grants victory to the truth and falsehood is always disgraced. The plains of Karbla witnessed a monumental conflict between truth and falsehood that has become etched in the annals of history and the minds of people. The soul representing truth and justice under his guidance, Imam Hussein radhiyallahu anhu, is still remembered as a beacon of truth. At the same time, his adversary Yazid has become a synonym for falsehood. The massacre of Karbala, which resulted from the worldly ambitions of Yazid and the trickery of the Kafan, people who had sent many letters and invitations to the Imam Hussein radhiyallahu anhu. This incident saw the merciless massacre of many members of the Holy Prophet's family and his supporters at the hands of Yazid forces. May would be sacrificed upon those noble souls who stood for the truth by giving their lives, sacrificing their homes, enduring unbearable pain, and witnessing the painful scenes of the children being martyred before their own eyes. Despite these strategies, they remained committed to Islam, refusing to surrender to falsehood and to bow before its people. One must never be hesitant in serving Islam. Rather, whenever the opportunity arises, we must stand for Islam and to support its growth. We must prioritize Islam and faith. Sacrificing our lives in the way of Allah Almighty must be a price that we are willing to pay for the elevation and preservation of Islam. In fact, it's a privilege to be a firm wall between truth and falsehood in the face of every desire and difficulty. Thanks.